Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry that I can't be there. I'm like 12 hours away in a totally different state. It's kind of awesome. But, um, I wanted to do a couple of other poems. You'll have to forgive some of the cutting in here. I'm not perfect. Enjoy. Hugs are the gateway drugs of love. Sure, you'll start with a slight taste of the soft embrace, but soon you'll need two or three or even four hugs to equal the joy of just one hug. Indeed, after a while, only the pure stuff is going to hit the spot, which means that watered down, weak, and awkward excuses for hugs like the sideways scoop and hook hug, the hasty handshake turn thug hug, or the sneak attack behind the back ninja half hug will no longer fly. They won't get you high. No, to satisfy, it's gotta be straight on and pure, and those hugs inject so much love drug that you'll need both arms outstretched to get the same narcotic effect. And I'm saying, like, Zen riddles of one hand clapping will be easier to understand than finding and wrapping your self-same sore arms around a good hug drug dealer. And that's especially if you're like me and you're looking to soothe your mind at odd hours of the night for fixes between the lines of pages or in the lines of your palms where life is rumored to be written. And I have spent countless hours contemplating the lines in my skin, searching for ways to reshape the patterns and curves that crease across my palms because I am tired of feeling helpless against life's emotional addiction, and I am tired of feeling attached to frustratingly finite feelings that are fleeting, flaking, futilely failing, falling away, freaking A. All I wanted was a hug. But now I'm stuck, scrutinizing the lines in my palm, searching for a way to diminish this addiction, but these lines won't bend. I can't change the patterns of my skin. Even though I've tried 1,000 times to rewrite these lines, especially when I've lost touch with the hug drug dealers and instead switched to a different source to get my fix, like switching to burning spoons of rage to inject into my veins, or switching to rolling my joints and voice into strict silence where I'll inhale breathlessness and exhale isolation, or like switching to trading in my lips for a loveless kiss, but nothing. And nothing brings bliss like that love hug drug. I've tried to get clean, but that just leaves me with the mess, so I guess my only steps left will lead towards acceptance of my handwritten addiction to this love hug drug. But that doesn't mean we stop searching, so sometimes I have to remind myself that the world doesn't owe you anything. If you have been hurt in the past, then you are entitled to tears and you are entitled to poetry. But the world does not owe you an apology, and no one deserves the same hell you went through. See, input does not have to equal output. Violence only becomes a cycle when we choose to transmit rather than transmute the negative energies we've been given. See, humans have an alchemical spirit, which is to say we transform lead to gold, oxygen to CO2, and dust becomes earth. Never forget that you are nothing more than earth. But never forget that earth is nothing but the bones of dead stars, and that stars are nothing less than creation. And since this is true, all of creation has to be a fractal, which means it is the same close up as it is far away. Thus we just need to look closely or we miss both the devil and the divine in the details. And you are a detail in someone else's story as much as you are the main character, so choose divinity in your interactions. You are not owed an apology, and because mass and energy are the only things unlost in this world, your actions have the energy of the galaxies, the mass of the sun, the weight of a black hole, a burned out star, a broken heart can feel like a black hole. So choose your lines with the details in mind. You have access to the divine inside, and I know that sometimes nothing can feel more godlike than holding life in your hands with the ability to crush it, but divinity's genesis was forgiveness, so for God's sake, forgive yourself. Forgive your brothers, your sisters, your fathers or mothers who may have been abusive or absent or destructive, but you are not an equal sign. input does not have to equal output. So square yourself just so you can find your root. Remember that you are an equation in motion, a spinning cosmos of action and reaction. Your arms are the Milky Way, and this makes your heart a God-given star. This is the reason that they call the space just beneath your ribs a solar plexus. So don't let it collapse so dense that not even love will escape. Remember that you are entitled to light. You are entitled to choose. You are entitled to love. You are entitled to redemption. You are entitled to poetry. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your time off, and good luck to the rest of my competitors. You will do amazing. Thank you for the opportunity. Bye.